Alright. Here we go. I always do rest. +1 morale for a whole team. And now he's just gonna be like, how would you stop Saquon Barkley? Who gets an upgrade? Oh, just Chase. He'll go to an 80 with this. Easton is finally back from his injury. And it'll be him and Nate back for the linebacking core. Oh crap, they have goalies. But it's by far the lowest overall team we've played. We're at home. We've won 3 in a row. We're averaging only allowing 17 points a game. We're doing pretty good. See, look at this. Even Tyler be doing better than Saquon here. JJ having a good season, 22 tackles, forcing 3 fumbles.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Coach, it is a gorgeous night in the desert. The roof is open, the stars are out, the good life. And we've got football ahead from State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals.
Go! Get ready! Y'all are waiting. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Dude, he's breaking every tackle.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh,
JJ got hard there.
And they just got a nice first down.
And
we love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there.
Like
nice pickup on first down. Give him 28 yards on that one. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive.
And right away, he lost the football.
He wasn't even
a hit. It's picked up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah,
officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
Was this what, like his 4th fumble this season?
Whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
You gotta establish some passing dominance.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Go now.
ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
95-56, 95-56.
Breeze now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a sniffle, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On play action, it's Breeze.
What the?
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Powering his way forward. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And that's going to be low.
Gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a second down coming up. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
I really don't want to do that. That really seems like something stupid.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And Tate's got it.
What?
And
He's
all
right
the
behind
way
him.
in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
He can't get anything, though.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The play action fake. 22-yard gain. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Allen here on the screen. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. They'll drop the throw.
The goal for any offense.
And it caught down.
Oh,
and
my
the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield.
Just as we get a drive going.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Breeze now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. It's hauled in by Shepard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the one.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left.
What the?
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
28-0.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's right. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll look to throw.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now back to throw. Caught by Allen. He'll look to throw. I don't know what they talked about it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
28-7.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah,
hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He's got his man. This is Tate. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Big play.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. It's caught. Shepard.
I hate that
15 and the Giants first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Rosas is good.
All right,
and
down by 3
extend
scores.
The lead out to 24.
We got to get 2
So
points.
put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little.
And that's caught
Let's
inside
go.
the
What
30.
a dot.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though.
Let's go. Do it. Go. 10-2 spot.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kareem Martin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Oh,
and this is caught.
Great animation.
I think he got that with one hand.
What a great catch.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Gotta love the catch.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here.
Dude, they're not calling the field goal.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I'm run committing. There's no way.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Giants! 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down
by 31 with 6 to go.
23-yard line.
This is
ready to go with the next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guys throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete.
I'm honestly just going to put for us.
They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Hendrickson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Hendrickson, and this will be incomplete.
Dude, our guys just can't.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hendrickson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Yellow lady.
Just every time I just
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And
I just
stop
get
here
killed
will
in some
come at the
crazy
38-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Where no matter...
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second
they
down.
barely have
A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And yeah, to cap it all off. That looks like...
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10 here.
You're not doing it to this stupid...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Dude,
the run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now they'll throw with Breeze.
Give me that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. But he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well,
broken ribs. That sounds like
a little something to hang their hat on.
Okay, so
honestly, I'm literally so just desperate. I'm just gonna put me back in after this play.
let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or a
second and 8.
How many of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions?
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Second and 1. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Dude, we've had so many good catches.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
How do they all have to go to waste?
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 30.
How are you outrunning the guy with 97 speed?
He will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
We beat these guys last year in New York.
This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
We're doing really good.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to throw here. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second. As they'll stop with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Allen. By the offense as the clock will start with 37 seconds to play.
Dead.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line.
All right, we're on the 8.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in.
Just for pride.
First down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be
You're so
incomplete.
bad.
They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Alright, so the stats for you quick. This is pretty freaking sad. Manning, 20 for 41, 374 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Liam, 2 for 4, 48 yards, and an interception. Didn't run the ball at all. 5 carries for 18 yards and a fumble. Tyler. And 2 carries and for 16 yards from Manning. Colin, our leading receiver on the day. 5 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. Our only touchdown of the game. Burke, 5 catches for 87 yards, 62. Isaac, 3 catches for 85. Henoke, 2 catches for 21. Gave up 3 sacks. Defense. Eli, 6 sacks. Tackles. Nate 5, Easton 4, Finn 3, JJ 3, Camden 3, Lowe 2, Andrew 2, Kellen 1, Phoenix 1, but has those broken ribs, Kevin 1, Oscar 1, Mason 1, Tyler 1, Chris 1, Dave 1, Jake 1, Tyler 1, Jason, Jackson. Tackles for loss, Finn, Chris, and Andrew all with 1. Low with our only sack on the day. JJ and Eason with a pick each. Pass deflections, Colin and what's with the wide receivers getting pass deflections? And Camden. No forced fumbles. Yeah, it was a literal disaster. Like the 1-for-1 on the extra points. Mike, Karen did all you did. Punts. Jeez, dude. It's sad. It's really sad. Can't really do anything. Don't even get to upgrade anybody.